Well, good day, everyone. And I got in the mood to read some poetry that I've written throughout the years. And I'd like to share it with you and hopefully get some feedback. I've been writing poetry over the years, and sometimes I write, sometimes I have dry spells, and it's been throughout many years. My first selection I'm going to read is called New York. It was inspired by my stay in New York for about 6 months. And here it is. It's called New York. New York, warm and muggy living in Esplanade Gardens, deep in Harlem nights, looking over the Hudson River and the Yankee Stadium. Miss Louise sat in her spot, sipping on her glass of wine, looking out from the 30th floor. As we discussed Angela Davis. New York is a hard place to live. A hard place to live, she would say. People in a hustle bustle, moving in motion, with a notion to crowd the subway full of folks, toe to toe, crunched in a bunch like sardines. People walking down the street, people on the buses, people in Central Park. Hopefully not after dark. New York is a hard place to live. A hard place to live, she would say. Historical landmarks with the Empire State Building reaching up to the white clouds and blue sky, and Grand Central Station and years of duration of existence. A blue sky, live and not die. No reason to cry. No reason to lie. But I say New York is a hard place to live. A hard place to live. JoJo's Dance Studio, a part of New York that breathes in and out to the musical sounds of culture with peace and love. Fresh curry with scents of India fill the air. New York, a hard place to live. A hard place to live, Miss Louise would say. And then I'd answer, yeah, I guess, and went to sleep into the cool of the night. So that was inspired by a stay in New York for about 6 months. And then I visited a couple of times after that. And so that was called New York. This piece is called Back in the Day. And it's referring to Berkeley and some of my, past years in high school and maybe, probably high school and a little bit after that. It's called Back in the Day. All these are copyrighted by Walida Rashidine Singleton, Dunham, and these are all copyrighted. It was 1976, living in Berkeley, we called Berserkly. Boy, those were the days to be amazed. Bell-bottoms worn, the cool ones tattered and torn. We wore the big round afros, yeah, nothing could be adorned. Walking around the town and riding buses, listening to the groovy sounds. Average white band, James Brown. The how players got our spirits up and down. The guy in the bus gambling in the back, yelling out loud, eyes on the cups, win money from this Mac. Going to Oakland, rent parties, $2 to get in the door. Looking cool with our platform shoes. Right on, sisters, looking good to the core. Listening to the dudes asking the pretty mamas to dance, especially in the slow jams, looking for romance. Ooh, who is that smoking weed in the back? Y'all better watch out or you might get contact. Going to the skating rink on a Saturday night. Skating in circles, out of mind, out of sight. The music was grooving, playing the SOS band in the dark. Then came couple skate with no question mark. School dances in the night with the girls looking just right. Then catching the late show, it was super fly, folks high as a kite. Girl fight, Lord, it's over a dude. What in the world? Now that's just rude. We had payphones, no microwaves, no Google to say the least. Very few computers, not yet increased. There was more unity then, more peace and more love, respecting each other and the man above. The guru from the east, Sai Baba is his name, of who I looked to back then. No regrets, no shame. I did learn one thing that I will say: love your life and always pray. And I wrote that actually in a poetry class at Sac City. That was kind of fun. And we actually critiqued each other's poems. So that was kind of neat. My next selection is called One Haitian Night. And this is dedicated to the family, all relatives, all ancestors. And it goes something like this. As I walked in the mountains, I heard the Soto drum beating in the warmth of the night, and the Ason rattle shook the vibrations for peace amongst all generations, and the rah-rah musicians and dancers danced inside in the peristyle hut, while flowers and creatures of the night in flight filled the air. As I glared into the darkness, the Mambo priestess declared, pleasant words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the bones. These were words of wisdom and told the truth to all who listened. Herbal creations were the mysterious wonders to heal the soul and build the self-esteem with a glitter and gleam, and give us self-discipline with love and the Holy Spirit. Coming from the hills of West Africa, our ancestral home, knowing we are all not alone, but saw the owl in the evening moon, saying, who gives us light? Who gives us sight? Who gives us peace? I answered, our peace lies within. Yes, our love and peace lies within. And that was, I guess, written several years ago. I want to say like maybe, I don't know, several years ago. These are all copywritten. That's dedicated to the family and our ancestors. And I might have one more. Let's see, one more. This is called Buddha. This is my last selection. And this is dedicated to Buddha and the chanting of Namorenke Kyo family. The Buddha will change poison into medicine, medicine for our souls to grow and have strength of light like a green rainforest, hiding the sacred pyramids that rise up. The Buddha hides and protects our souls and allows us to endure difficult times. Blue skies and white clouds, green grass in the Garden of Eden with Japanese pagodas sitting in the midst, and an array of flowers arranged with bonsai trees growing up to the sun. A fish pond sitting in the center filled lily pods floating to and fro. This was a garden of paradise. Green ivy embraced a small bridge over the pond with beauty. Buddha is like a garden of paradise to guide the spirit to wisdom and destiny. A dandelion blew in the wind, spreading seeds of life. The Buddha waters one's soul, just like the water fountain, with never-ending splashes spraying in the air. Thank you for the Buddha. And that's dedicated to all my family, SGR family, and all of our ancestors. So, folks, here's some Sunday poetry. I hope it inspires somebody, or maybe changes their day. And everybody, just keep feeding your creativity if you can, if you have a chance, and keep the love flowing. And that's all I can say for now. Until the next video. Peace.